Welcome to Decorating the Valley, a Let's Play series in which we focus on decorating our farm and our house and everything we can find in this valley. We have been visited by Clint, so that's because we have found a few copper ores in the last episode. We have been in the mines. We have also done some other things. We have explored the community center for the first time. We repaired the bridge on the beach. So, last episode was a productive one. Let's hope this one is going to be similar. Yeah, we got the blueprint for the furnace now. I don't think we have enough copper to actually craft one. So let's get the letter. Yeah, it's from the Wizzard. It wants to talk about the Junimos and stuff. We also got the quest from Marlon to slay 10 slimes, and if we have done that, we will be able to enter the Adventurers Guild, and we'll be able to purchase weapons, and more importantly, sell weapons. I don't know about you guys, but I rarely actually purchase any weapons at the Adventurers Guild. I usually just go there to sell the ones I find in the mines. I find it kind of a waste of money to buy weapons, because you find so many of them in the mines at different levels, in the fancy chest, in every 10 or 20 levels, or however often those appear. And I don't really find buying them useful, but we will go there. And maybe we will buy some rings or something. Because those are... I don't think you can actually find all the rings by just exploring the mines. But let's fill our watering can first before we do anything else, just so we have it filled for tomorrow. And what should we do first? Yeah, we definitely don't have enough copper to craft that furnace. We have 8. Let's take some food with us. And let's leave our scythe and our axe behind. And let's take that thing too. Yesterday we ran out of food really quickly. And that wasn't good, so I'm planning to not do this today. I'm going to also take these 2 fishing rods with me, and I'm going to just put them in the chest that we have placed next to the mountain pond, and I'm going to keep them there. Let's check these quests just so it's not pulsating here for me. Yeah, so I'm going to just keep the fishing rods there, because this way I will always be able to catch some food when I'm there. In the meantime, let's craft our first scarecrow, just so we can protect those little plants that we have. Especially the bean, because I've only planted one of those and I wouldn't want a crow to take it. But because we used all of our wood for the bridge repair in the last episode, we will have to chop some wood to make our first scarecrow. And by making our first scarecrow, we are also going to complete that quest that we have. Yep. So here we have 50 wood. I'm going to chop down this one more tree, and we are going to be done for now. And let's craft that scarecrow. We're going to be left with a few pieces of wood after that. Let's put down some of our things first before we do anything else, or maybe I'm just going to throw away those 2 pieces of seed. And let's put our scarecrow here for now. This will hopefully cover that 1 bean and it will also cover at least some of the other farm, and we got 100 gold for this one, so it was worth it. And let's go and finally actually see the wizard down in the forest, and also check if there are any forgeables down there. Yeah, I will definitely have to clean up this forest at some point. We'll probably also get quite a few big seeds from that, from cycling all these weeds down. But for now, we are going to do other things first. The wizard, first of all. Ah, come in. I am Rosmodeus, the wizard of whatever, and everything, all these fancy titles. Ah, you, whose arrival I have seen. By the way, he says it like as if it was a superpower of his that he has seen my arrivals, but all of the villagers knew about my arrival. Like, all of them, when you talk to them for the first time, will literally tell you, "Hey, you are the new farmer. I have been expecting you." And they say something like that. So yeah, he talked to us about the Junimos. They are the spirits of the forest, and I'm asking him now about that yellow thing. Yeah. And he can teleport. So, you know, the wizard does actually have some powers. Just maybe seeing the future isn't necessarily one of them. I have doubts that it actually is one of his abilities. But now he says that we should be one with the forest to be able to decipher the Junimo speak. So we will have to drink the creepy looking green steaming forest potion to become one with the forest and learn Junimo language for some reason. Yeah, we don't like it. But we are going to do it anyway, because accepting a weird drug from a stranger seems like a good idea. Yeah, we're not feeling well, like we look green and grasping for air, and we are starting to see floating trees for some reason. But it is all going to be fine, and in the end, the wizard is not actually poisoning us. And we will be able to read the Junimo thing. We have gained the power of forest magic. Now you can read the Junimo stuff. So yeah, I don't know, did this count as meeting the wizard? It did. And it's funny that it actually just says wizard. Where his name should be. The game never really calls him Rosdemos or whatever his name is. The game just calls him the wizard. That's why I'm going to call him the wizard too. The other reason is that I have no idea what his name actually is. It's something like Rosdemos, but I don't know how to pronounce this. And now that we have the power of the forest magic and everything like that, we are going to go to the mines again and maybe do some fishing first, or, you know, something. And at least place those fishing rods in their place in the chest where they belong. And then at some point we are going to fish enough so that we will be able to sell the fish, make a lot of money, and then buy the fiberglass rod. That is better than the one that we have now. Yeah, but for now I'm just going to put them here so they are handy when I need them. And let's go to the mines. Let's talk to Linus first. I am happy by myself, you know. I don't need new friends. How about this gift? He likes it. Yeah. Is that nice to you at first? Or, you know, he's kinda cold to you. He says things like this. I don't need any friends, stuff. But then he's very nice to you later on. And here we are in the mines again, and I'm doing the thing that I always do again, smashing rocks that are really close to the entrance, just because they are really close. And we will smash that slime as well. And we already found the way down. Let's go and continue. Yeah. I'm going to pick up those little quartz pieces as well, and let's get some food for later. And hopefully we're also going to find enough copper to actually start smelting something. I'm going to eat some of my food because I'm running low on energy, and also because I need more space to store all the cool stuff that I find. Like one piece of sap from that slime that I will probably throw away later when I will need the place to store a jam or something. Oh, here is that yellow star slime. Maybe it will drop something that is useful. These ones usually drop something. It's a shoe. It gives you 1 defense, but the shoes aren't actually that useful. I would have been happier with a weapon. The shoe is alright though. Although it doesn't really fit my pink dress, that red shoe. But we are going to replace the red shoe with something else later. Although I think with the new tailoring system in this game, you can actually have a shoe and give it the powers of a different shoe. Because I think the best shoe in this game is a purple one, and it doesn't necessarily fit the clothes of every character. So if you want this red shoe or the brown one or any of the other ones to appear on your character, but at the same time have all those really good stats that the purple shoe has, you can just put those stats on the nicer shoe, or not necessarily nicer, but the one that fits your character the best. We're going to play around with the tailoring system in this Let's Play series a little bit later on. Well, when we actually have access to it, that is. I think you just need to find a piece of cloth, and then the next day Emily will visit you and tell you that you can use her sewing room anytime you like. I think that's how it works. I usually find my first piece of cloth either in the mines or by using the recycling machines. I rarely actually get it from the animals and the loom, but that's an option too. Yeah, I always end up buying the sheep in this game, even though they are not very useful because you can get cloth and even wool from the rabbits, but you can get cloth from the mice. This shoe has immunity, so it's a tiny bit better than the rat shoes. It doesn't actually matter because the only creature that immunity protects you from is the shadow shaman down in the lower levels, like the 80 plus levels. And by the time we get there, we are going to find other shoes. But the reason I chose to wear this one instead of the rat shoe is because it looks better on my character. And it was actually quite lucky that we gained access to the Adventurers Guild. I wasn't counting the amount of slimes that we have killed at all. But it seems like we have killed 10 of them, and we gained the right to enter the Adventurers Guild, so we could sell that rat shoe that was ugly and slightly worse than this one. But as I said, because immunity doesn't really matter, it's basically the same thing in terms of stats. I'm going to set geodes because those are because it takes time to open them, and you don't really get a lot more money if you open them and sell the gems inside. Opening them might be useful because you get some resources, but otherwise selling them gives you the exact same amount of money, and I just don't want to deal with them and go to the blacksmith every time I get some geodes. I'm going to clean up a little more of this grass with my scythe, just because it doesn't require any energy, and also because this way I might get some of those mixed seeds, and we can plant those, and that's free money if you think about it, because you get the mixed seeds from just smashing these grass bits, and then you grow them, you sell them, and you get the full price of the crop without ever having spent any money on it. And I got one of the mixed seeds, which is quite wonderful. Let's put our stuff in this chest. We're also doing good on 3 seeds. We will be able to craft a lot of these field snacks. And we have made quite a bit of money from selling the geodes. That's it for this episode, guys. See you in the next one.